As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.
Hey, good morning, all the people in YouTube world. I see the comments are just flying by. I've been in the back studio, so I haven't been able to catch up for at least about 10 or so minutes. So I apologize about that. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. We got some good news to tell everybody. Ernie Shell should be here at 10:30 now. I know he had some stuff he was dealing with last night. So we'll see if he gets in the chat. He should be here by 10:30 around about. I talked to him yesterday afternoon, and he'd like to come on and talk about his experience on Ben Hill, related to the animals. So we're going to be providing him that opportunity here in the near future. I did check on him to see, what's what, and I have not been able to get a hold of him. So hopefully he will be here at 10:30. If not, we have plenty of content to go over related to the animals. A lot of people. Well, let's just get started with telling everybody good morning. So good morning, all. And it's looked over here. They have arrived, folks. we have 50 6-inch premium glow sticks. This was donated by Miss Cher. Thank you very much. They did come in. We have them. These will be going to the prayer/candlelight vigil that's happening at the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department on June 15th, 2022 from 7 to 9:30. I know that there are a lot of creators that, have been following this case that are going to be coming out to the area on the 22nd. And I'm thinking about 7:45 or 8 o'clock. I'd really like all monetized creators to have a group photo out there for Summer Wells. So that would be, we'll get that. It'll be just for us. But I'd like to get a group photo of us coming together for the sake of Summer Wells. So those creators that do watch this channel, or at least the replay, please try to be there if you can. You guys can reach out to me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. That's bullhornbetty@gmail.com. In the title, like the subject line, just say Summer Wells, and your creator name. And we'll talk about, some stuff, because, this on the day of this, the 15th, I anticipate it, I've got a lot of work to do to set up everything. And then I've got to be there a little early so I can meet with law enforcement, so we can make sure that we have our area where our areas needs to be, and, all these other things. So, it's going to be a great event. I've been in a few other chats, and, a lot of people from their chats are making their way, some driving 17 hours. Me personally will be driving close to 13 hours to get there. And I've made that trip many times, right? So we don't, fly. Flying's getting so expensive. We're still trying to work on getting out to Michigan, because we had a budget set based upon prices of airlines, and those airlines have gone through the roof. So, we're working on it. That's all we can do. So I will personally be driving. If anybody is coming from Florida, also please reach out to bullhornbetty@gmail.com. I drive straight through. So I leave like wee hours of morning and drive straight on through. But if that's what you'd like to do, and you want to make sure that we're all together and driving, if you're coming from Florida, we can have a central location that we can meet at. And believe me, when I say meet, we meet. When I say we're leaving, we're leaving. So any stragglers will be left behind. I mean, you can catch up with us, but I'm very strict to time, schedule, and getting to the location at the appropriate time. And I have to put in some contingencies, because we don't know what's going to happen. In a 12-hour drive in that many miles, there could be roadblocks, there could be an accident, there could be things that derail the timing as is. So we have to be very punctual and set sail, so to speak. But that's left up to you guys. If you guys would like to, I just wanted to let you know I will be leaving. And I am leaving from Florida. So I know sometimes people enjoy, kind of riding or, following. So, if anything happens, there's some hands there. So that is an option for those that would like to do that. So just to say good morning. Good morning, Steph. Nice to see you. Bullhorn Betty's present. Swiss Miss, it's nice to see you in here. Anna Lou. Little Dave. Sec 2 number 1, nice to see you. Let's see, ZZT, nice to see you. Guidance and Life with TLC. I love that name. That is awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Karen G, good morning. Who else do we got? Gigi for Life, nice to see you. Crystal. Patricia, Tennessee Girl, good morning. Cindy S. Let's see here. Amanda, Girls Nails Out. Love it. Love it. Who else is in here? Baby Yoda. How was your birthday? I hope you had a great time. I really do. I really do. Teresa, nice to see you. Verbal Obsession, Mama Bear of 10. It is so great to see you, Miss Robin. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Robin in the house. She ran calling wildfire. Good morning. Good morning. Rebecca, Andy's. I don't know if I said that right. Sorry if I butchered it. Shorty Small and Kitten. Good morning. Yeah, yeah, it's gotten bad, and we're going to discuss that. You know, this venture with the animals on Ben Hill Road, was prompted. I believe it was the end of last year. Good morning, Mallory and Just Legs. Love it, love it. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Well, it's because it's almost vindicating this morning, knowing that the rest of the animals have been surrendered to Hawkins County Humane Society. For those, I have to tell you, the Hawkins County Humane Society has taken in an enormous amount of animals just from the Wells property alone. So I know we're all planning for this trip. This trip to Tennessee is not going to be cheap on many of us. But if you do have a few dollars or are willing, um, maybe go to Amazon or some other place and mail them some dog and cat food. Send them some resources, because they have yet taken in another many dogs. And I had an opportunity to speak with, I'm not going to put words in his mouth because I'm going to wait until after 10:30. Hopefully he comes on if he's not running late. I asked him to start at 11. He said no, 10:30 would actually be better for him. So I decided to start the live at 10 with him, because I always like to, talk to you guys, chat with you guys first in the morning, before we get right into the meat and potatoes of what we're here to discuss. And so let me just see if this is, so far we're doing good. And so, I talked to him about, oh, good morning, Emma. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Is Candus in Georgia? Honestly, I don't know. I don't think anybody except the people that are in and around Candus know where she truly is. I personally don't know. I'm not, I do some, work behind the scenes. I do what I can and what I know how to do, but I'm not a stealthy sleuth by any stretch of the imagination. I get information from people that are, that makes sense. But I do a lot of reading in cases and stuff like that, and try to hand off the stuff where, if it's something that I'm not really covering, then I hand it off to somebody that is, so they can get that out. But we are covering, and I've got some stuff up here that one of our favorite mods had sent us, which is Ronnie. She was my very first mod I ever had for this channel, and she sent me body cam footage of the whites. So we will be playing that here in the near future, just a tidbit of it, because I believe JLR ran that sometime last night. I don't want to take away from his page. He's really been on top of the whites and following them, and getting our friend Mike Boatman to go to the scene. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe Mike's still in the area and might be still running down stuff for Jonathan. I would assume. So, in courtesy, YouTube courtesy, I don't want to step on his toes, if that makes sense. So, at any rate, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. At any rate, I feel like we have an angel donor that helped with this computer and this MacBook Pro, and it's kind of hard. It's almost like I just can't not thank her enough for stepping up to the plate and really helping, because I can tell you our viewing experience would be so much worse if we kept with the Dell. And so even though I haven't chatted with her in a little bit, I need to pick up the phone and call and say hi to her, make sure she's doing well. I still, have such gratitude toward her for making the computer possible. And good morning, Hellcat. Good morning, Betty Fan. Good morning, Sage. that it is amazing. Now, if many of you guys didn't see coming into this chat, I did post a couple things up at the top that I wanted to make sure everybody is aware of. I love the support we have on this channel. I do. I love the subscribers. I love the members. And as many of you guys know, I've been kind of teetering on bouncing around, member only type of things. So I am going to thank you, Patricia. That's sweet. Thank you. Thank you, love. Kitty cat. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Springstone. Oh, wow. This late. Like we're May. What do you mean you're gut? Wow. Yes. You know what? I love the snow and I love the mountains because I'm in Florida where it's hot and there's beaches. And it's like, you always want the things you don't have. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're tall, you want to be short. If you're fat, you want to be skinny. If you're too skinny, you want to be, heavier. If you have straight hair, you want curly hair. If you have brown eyes, you want blue eyes. I mean, you always want the things you can't have. And I always love the snow. I think it's beautiful. But then when you play the tape through and you're thinking, okay, I got to start shoveling this stuff. I got to clean off the driveway. I've got to, make sure the ice is off the steps so nobody busts their rear end. And you kind of think, maybe I'll just go and visit the area. So bless you, Hellcat, bless you. Yes, 15, 16 here in the UK. Sun is shining. Wow, wow. So nice to see you, Red Road. Nice to see you. Red Road was on our panel yesterday. She was able to provide insight. We really thank you for that. We really thank you. Hope 2019. Yes, and getting back, good morning, Believe and Haley. Good morning. So getting back to the animals, there was a big push from Jonathan, and I believe it was last year. It might have been, I think it was at the end of last year going into our second trip to Ben Hill Road, because our major fact-finding mission and trip was the one that we did in December. The one in January was more of, we wanted to get some more information, but we wanted to really get with Dawn and Candus and find out what they knew based upon what we had. And of course, they gave us the runaround and whatnot. And then we realized the dogs, we went over there and saw the dogs and realized they were losing weight from December to January, and decided to go and bring them a bunch of, dog food, 2 bags of 50-pound bags, over 100 pounds of dog food was delivered to their property, along with treats and everything. And those dogs just came down running. They were starving. And, a lot of people say, we don't see the ribs poking out. Listen, there's a difference between dogs surviving, and dogs being taken care of. There's a big difference. Are they having to go out and hunt for their food out in the wild, like a pack of rabid animals? That's different than them being taken care of. They are not being taken care of, folks. They haven't been taken care of. Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR, brought that to many of our attention when he started working with the Humane Society back at the end of last year to try to have those animals taken care of, provided proper nutrition, and spayed and neutered so they can be prepared for adoption. He was able to, with his efforts, and of course he went public, and so when he goes public, many people kind of follow suit. So it wasn't just his effort, it was many other people's effort as well. Those dogs, many of the dogs were turned over. When we went back in January, we realized that there was still a healthy amount of animals up on that mountain. And, I'm sorry, they are hungry. They are hungry. Going down to a freshwater creek and getting your water and being taken care of by your owner are two totally different things. Those animals are surviving up there. That's it. They're surviving. And so it was really sad for me when, I saw, I had just been, just sent, when we realized that Candus hadn't been home for 3 or so weeks, I personally started, it was a Sherry that brought it to my attention that, who's taking care of the dogs? We were talking about Candus not being home and doing whatever she's doing, but it was Sherry. She reached out to me and said, Andrew, how are the dogs being taken care of? And I'm like, holy crap, how are the dogs being taken? How are the animals being taken care of? So I got on the horn right away and, started calling the Humane Society. And of course, I called a couple times. The voicemail was full. The phone wasn't being answered. And so I was trying very hard to find out how to make contact with them. And so I went to their Facebook page, and then I ended up being directed to their website. And I filled out a card basically saying, please, 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 go out. It wasn't nothing nasty. It wasn't harassing in any way. It's that we are been informed that Candus has not been at the property in weeks, and we would like somebody to do a welfare check on the animals. And so when we first started going to the Wells property, just to see what's going on, and yes, we have a right. I don't care who out there on YouTube world hates Bullhorn Betty and tells them I'm harassing. You got to actually be in front of somebody to harass somebody. I'm sorry. Driving down their road is not considered harassment under any legal standard. It is insane what these people think they know and can come up with just to slander somebody. But that's neither here nor there. We went there and there was a lot of dogs on our first trip that came down that mountain. Lots of dogs. I want to say, 7 to 9 dogs. We'll leave it at that. I didn't, go 1, 2, 3. I didn't count them, right? I didn't count them, but I have to say 7 to 9 dogs was what came down that mountain. And, they looked fairly healthy. You could tell that they were hungry. But by January, when we went, there was a considerable difference. And just like whenever I went back in March, there was a considerable difference. Every time I go there, there's less and less dogs that come down, which is concerning. Does that mean that they're up there sick and can't make it down? They don't have the energy to make it down? Or did something happen to them, right? My last trip in March, only one dog came down. The one with the brown eye and blue eye. And it was running after my car when I was driving away. It broke my heart. It really did. It broke my heart. I wanted to grab that dog and take that poor puppy with me. I believe that dog may have been the one that got hit. I don't know. Let's check out and see how we're doing so far. To get this mouse because my other mouse on the computer kind of sucks, and then we're going to get into some videos here shortly. So far we're doing great. And so no, I didn't see, they had they probably had fleas on them and things of that nature. Could they have ticks? I don't know. We didn't really pet them. To be honest with you, the one in January when we brought all that food and they were just like, they all just come running, to the food. They smelled really bad. So it was sad. But, we really didn't pet them or check them out. We were there just to make sure that they had plenty of food, so they didn't have to survive. They could be taken care of. And when I went back there in March, of course, we got I was doing some footage out there. You guys saw the little puppy that was just jumping all over me, just wanted me to take that, take him home with me. And I kind of kicked myself. I wish I would have, but that wasn't my final destination. If you guys remember, I was just making a stop in Tennessee on my way up to Ohio. And so I couldn't have a dog with me in Ohio. And, when Jonathan called me 2 days later, and I just thought, because I remember having to move that puppy right up out of the, it's not really a puppy. I mean, it was a young dog. I call it a puppy because it's so cute, right? But it was a young dog. And hi, Days, nice to see you. And all the other people that came in that I have not said hi to, good morning to all. Good morning. Yeah, she needs to be in jail, and I do believe that. But the dogs, there was only one that came down, where we had 5 or 6 coming down the last time. So and we know that they weren't Nobody's been there at the house. Nobody's at the house taking care of these animals. These animals are to fend for themselves. If they need water, they got to go find water. If they need food, they got to go find their food. How is that being taken care of? For all the haters out there, justify that. The ones that wanted to call us a liar for doing the right thing and never even once stepping foot out there, but yet telling us we're lying about the condition of these animals. I talked to Ernie yesterday before I invited him up here, which I'm hoping he will be here soon, 5 more minutes, but he might pop on around 11. Either way, you know, I talked to him and I asked him because he was telling, we saw that video that he posted. We're going to play a segment of that here just shortly. And those dogs, the police brought food for the animals. Law enforcement brought a bag of dog food for those starving animals. So whoever wants to argue with me about these dogs and animals being taken care of, you are foolish and do not know what you are talking about. These animals are not, under any stretch of the imagination, being taken care of, or well taken care of. It's not happening. Everybody is so quick to call somebody a liar without doing anything. Like the only people that have been out there, every single one of them are liars, right? And this is what's being told and peddled by other channels that haven't even taken the time to step one toe out there to find out the information for themselves. Now, Dolly did go out there. He's saying that the 2 dogs out of the pack of dogs that he saw appeared in decent shape. And he had discussed the freshwater streams and things like that. And it, again, brings me back to animals surviving and animals being taken care of. These animals are not being taken care of. And I'm going to wait, and then I just a little bit, because I don't want to put words in Ernie's mouth if he comes on. If he doesn't, then I will go through the conversation Ernie and I had, and he can corroborate that information later. But I did have an extensive conversation with him yesterday about what he saw, what was going on, and what his thoughts were. Let me just see if he's still hasn't turned his phone on. Well, Ernie, we'll go through it. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead and start working my way into his video that I went ahead and moved it to the spot where he's actually arrived at the home and has met law enforcement there. And, I just want to show you, because I don't know how many of you guys actually watch his page or not, but we want to make sure that we capture what he actually saw, because this is what our discussions are going to be with Ernie here in the near future. So let me go ahead and pull it up.
I'm getting ready to call, guys. I'm gonna call the police right now, and I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm used to this shit. Hell, I mean, I was a bounty hunter for 20 years. So I mean, hell, I'm still licensed, so might as well be 21. I'm used to this shit. Hell, this ain't nothing. This ain't nothing at all. Thank you, guys. You have your driver's license, Ernie? Yes, I have my driver's license. You see what I'm talking about? Can we get these people out of here? By the way. Can we just get them out of the way? Can we get them out of here, guys? It's all right. They're just trying to do that. They call the police on me all the time, so it is what it is. I ain't worried about it. It is what it is.
I don't even know if this has been going on your road.
It's all right. It's good. Up here, you're going to turn. Not yet. Just keep going. I'll tell you. Just slow down whatever you do, because these curves right here on this hill here is awful. Thank you so much. I will. I'm not going to give locations and everything. I'm actually going to call the police right now and make sure everything's good. That's just the way they do. We'll see what happens. We'll see. 1 mile on up. And there ain't no, you guys don't understand how these little small countries are, these little places are and everything. But up here at this sign, you're going to make a
green sign.
Not sure why his sound cut out.
shed floors for basements or storm shelters.
No. We're not touching
No, not this. Not this one. Go this. Keep going.
Now that you know, I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward to where he met law enforcement.
Well, I am just calm down. We got to wait till we get the section there, and I will.
Yeah, but we'll
We just, no, we won't. We're fine. Let me do this. Okay. Wait till we get close to it, so I will like your mother. You know, what about the little girl? You remember that? All right.
Sorry, let me pull that back. I don't want that on my screen. Sorry. Let me get past that comment. There we go.
26 times? Yeah. It's so sad you guys are like that. So sad. I think that's badass new shit. So sad. People see what I'm doing. Strike her, please. If she's doing me that way, don't be. Please, people quit messaging me, guys, right now. The police is up here waiting a lot of money, and I didn't get near as money that we spent. We went back and even had to get anointment and stuff.
Where am I going?
Hold up.
Okay, here it is.
Just hold on a minute. It is.
Remember?
Hold on a minute.
I can't see.
Yes, that's it. Go ahead. They're waiting on us. But they said they're waiting on us. They're waiting on us. The lady at the police thing said they're waiting on us. So we're going right here.
I don't see any cars.
I don't see no cars either. They may have left. Find out. Jake tells them they'd be all right. Exactly.
Do you see any cars?
I don't yet, but just keep going.
I don't know how far I'm going.
Just keep on going. It runs out. Right here it is. Maybe it goes around, and they're going to be waiting right here on us. There they are. There's the police. There's the police right there.
And there's the dogs.
There's the dogs right there.
I can see them.
They can see all of them. Go ahead and pull up behind them. Yeah, pull up behind them.
I'm not going to park them in.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's aggressive.
It's fine. It's fine. Damn. It's fine. You're fine.
Okay.
Give me my flashlight. Here, give me. You can have it. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yes. Ain't nobody in the car. Hand me the light. Here. Right there's the sheriff.
So, let's just put this up here. That is very sweet, it really is. I am very thankful for the people that jumped in to help these animals. This is a problem, okay? And there is no way. I mean, you've got all this community. The idea that Candus is taking care of these animals and people are trying to peddle that nonsense is mind-blowing to me. It's mind-blowing to me. These dogs, if they were well taken care of, they wouldn't be in the condition that they're in. Just because one or two of them are surviving better than the rest of them doesn't mean that they are being well taken cared for. We have an outcry of support in Rogersville, as well as the rest of the country, trying to make sure that these animals are taken care of. Who's doing it? Not Candus, not Grandus. Everyone else. And I'm tired of the misinformation being peddled across YouTube and other places. You have to be present to take care of your animals. We all know Candus has not been at this house for at least a month. It is no wonder that these dogs are in worse condition than they currently are. And it's probably because of the Water Creek and because of the wildlife in and around this area that these dogs have been able to survive.
He gave them food. He brought them food.
That's law enforcement's food, folks. Law enforcement brought that food for them animals to eat. Law enforcement. Thank you, law enforcement. We back the blue here. I know we're critical at times, but at the end of the day, we are a law and order channel. We love law enforcement. We think that it is a thankless job in many cases. We support and we just want law enforcement to continue to do what they're doing and to do better. Thank you, honey. So they're saying a local subscriber brought that other bag of dog food, not law enforcement. Either way, we still thank everybody that's involved in saving these animals.
Officers! Animal control is here, please. Officer.
Yes, that is the tire. An officer is having to replace his tire because that house is such a disarray. That driveway, he could not even get up without getting a nail in his tire. And from what I hear from Ernie, it was a large nail. It wasn't a small nail. I mean, it immediately popped his tire.
It's me, Ernie Shell, Operations Director for Special Forces of Liberty. Sorry about that. Sorry, brother. Sorry about that.
Fine.
Sorry. I bought about $100 worth of food in order, just to feed these dogs and stuff just now. Good friends with people here and damn, man, he was a killer. Oh my God, guys. Hot damn.
There's a nail in the driveway too.
Oh yeah. I'm good friends with Dave Jackson over on the other side.
I don't know. We got a call up here.
It's always, man. It's always. They call. I've been called law on me 40 times, man. You can look me up.
What kind of food you got? Dog
I've got a lot. Yeah, dog food, cat food, bowls, everything for that.
Well, here's the deal, and I don't know what's going on here.
Well, I mean, I know Candus really well. Hell, I've brought her pizzas up here and stuff before.
Well, Candus called and said she don't want you here.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
So,
but she set me up because she told me to come up, and you know how she is. So hell.
So it makes me wonder, because Ernie has been set up so many times. And just to let you know, Haley, and for all those out there, let me just pop in here real quick. For all those out there, the candlelight and prayer vigil is going to be taking place at Hawkins County Sheriff's Office, which is at 117 Justice Center Drive in Rogersville, Tennessee, from 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. We've got obviously some glow sticks. I got 50 donated by Miss Cher, and we got 50 glow sticks. We're going to be setting off 6 purple lanterns in honor of her age, Summer Wells' age. And there's going to be other things going on. I'm calling for the creators that are coming out, if they could be there around 7:45. I'd like to do a photo shoot. We got Ernie. I'm playing your video. Let me pull you up. Yay! You made it. How are you doing, my friend? Your volume's not working, and you're not muted, but I can't hear you. You might have to accept the.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, got it.
Good deal. Good deal.
So
Let me.
Your video of your encounter with law enforcement, and we're talking about you potentially being set up, and whether or not that truly was Candus that called in or somebody acting as Candus. Did we ever find out that?
No, I think it was Candus. They did. The law enforcement on top did tell me that it was Candus, and I have a friend over that area who is in law enforcement, and he said that the woman that called in sounded like Candus. So, they have to go by it was Candus.
Gotcha.
I just got out of court.
Oh, I thought you didn't have to go until 1.
No, I just got out. It was 9 o'clock. The other one was 1. And on account of all this bullying and stuff and what happened with people setting people up and stuff, pretty much got the following, the stalking. I just want everyone to know I am facing 5 to 10 years. But before and if that happens, I will vow that we change YouTube together, the bullying principles of it. And I will do everything in my power beforehand, before that deadline comes, to do that. But yes, I promise you all, if Bullhorn, with your help, if you'll help, we will do what we can in California to get that changed.
Yeah, there's something that's got to definitely change in the policies, because quite frankly, the harassment, and not only that, but I keep wondering how many people we don't hear about that have lost their lives by the harassment online. And that's the untold story of the conduct that's being carried out here. And it is bad. It is bad. And I do hope that at some point, that is changed within YouTube's algorithm and design. Because in the case like myself, I mean, outside of Benny in the conversations that we have related to Summer Wells, I really don't talk about other creators. I mean, TM, she, lashed out at me for no reason. And, I addressed it, but I don't intentionally go out there and create the stuff. I will address some, and I try to even just stay away from addressing it. But sometimes I find that by not saying anything creates a whole host of issues as opposed to just addressing the problem. And, God bless you. I'm sorry to hear that nobody should be going through this.
Well, because Benny talked to the owner and convinced the owner to press the felony charges on me for that.
I will be facing 5 to 10 years. So, you know,
You know what? There's subpoena power when you're going into court, and so I would definitely suggest you subpoenaing, even if he's involved and had contact with the homeowner, bring his butt to court, subpoena him.
well, you know, I will let everyone know I will be going to Texas, and I will be pressing threatening charges on him immediately. Immediately.
There's
ASAP.
there's cyber stalking laws in all 50 states. I found out through my own research and dealing with this when I first came out on YouTube and working to correct it through legal action. And you know, it's a never-ending battle, but it's what you have to do. Long story short, him following you online is inappropriate, and you might want to look into Texas because that's where he resides. What laws and regulations they have, because there are criminal penalties for some of this.
Well, Benny was the one that called and he turned it in. He even claimed he got the reward for the van, the missing van and all that. I've got all that. I mean, you know, right now, with the hearing, because the owner pressed it, I mean, the Commonwealth was going to drop everything, but because the owner was pressing it because of BK talking to him, that kept the felony. So I will do everything in my power, our network's power, and nation. There'll be no more friendly any more of that. I won't do it in a way to where I mention them anymore on my channel, but we will be pressing, you know, charges on BK immediately.
Sometimes it's just easier to stay out of the, you know, like I try very hard not to call people out if possible, unless they're a part of the investigation. I mean, you know, if they put themselves in there, you know, then I'm sorry, but you're part of the story now. I mean, at the end of the day. So, you know, I try very hard, but you know, even with the effort I put into it, it's sometimes hard to stay out of the drama. And because I don't address things publicly and don't allow them to get the fuel for the drama that, you know, brings subscribers to the channel, I think it's beneficial to do it this way and just stay out of it. And that's what I try to do. I try to keep to the cases. I try to keep to, you know, on target and on point with what we're discussing. And, you know, people are going to hate regardless. And it's just something that needs to be addressed in a courtroom and not through YouTube. So
yeah, I know. And, you know, to go back on subject with Candus Wells and the way the animals and all that.
And that's what we're going to get to, because we had an extensive conversation. And this is, before you get started, this is the meat and potatoes that I want people to understand, because I was just talking. I know you were in court, you didn't hear it, but there's a difference between animals surviving and animals being taken care of.
Exactly.
So tell us what you saw in the condition of the animals at Ben Hill.
Well, the animals was frantic. You could tell they hadn't eaten. And one thing I really took note of is when we came back from buying all the food, is the police was already there, and there was a bag of dog food that the police had bought and thrown out there. And
people are saying in the chat that it was one of your subscribers that actually dropped that food off.
It might have been. I don't know. I just know it was right beside the police cruiser, like somebody would open the door and done that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure yet. It may have been a subscriber. I'm not sure yet. But all I know is that the bag was open, the animals was eaten, and the cat moved everything out of the way and got to the food. And cats don't usually eat dog food unless they're really, really, really extremely hungry. And that cat would not move away from that dog food. Even when I opened the cat food, it put some in my hand, and I was trying to call the kitty cat up there. It wouldn't. So I put some in my hand, and I held it down there. And you could just tell the cat didn't even know which direction to go, which food it wanted the most, because it was so hungry. It wanted to stay to its directed.
It was so hungry, it was eating your hand. It was missing.
Yeah, oh yeah. And when I stuck the food up under its nose, it was biting. It was eating my hand. It was biting my fingers. The cat was trying. And you know, when an animal eats, you know, it eats like this, you know. But the cat was like, I mean, like just trying to put as much food in its mouth as it could.
That's so sad. That's so sad. And then I talked to you also about the conditions of the dogs up there. And we were talking about, Summer's dog, Yucky. And
Yucky, yep.
you said it has a hole on its side of it.
It has a hole in the side of it. That's why if you watch my live, you can see when I kind of zoom down in, you can see there's like a hole about that big in the side of the dog. So I don't know. It looked like something got a hold of it, or I don't know. I mean, I just seen there's a hole in the side of it.
Might have been another
But,
dog there.
it could have been.
Dogs are known to kill other, even their pack if they need to survive.
Right. Right. You're exactly right on that. And the thing about it is, those animals was great to see us. They were so glad to see us. They was wagging their tails. Their tails. It was wild. A cat in itself won't usually just like run up to you. It will sense you out first to see what's good, what's not. That cat was all over. It was hitting my leg. It was hitting back of my legs. It was. And it was hungry. It was really hungry. It was really, really hungry.
Yeah, it's sad. Those animals, I think anybody, his heart's gotta. Well, I think what pulls at my heartstrings the most is the fact that, baby Summer's gone. Her brothers have been removed from the home, thank God. And then all these animals were left, and they were just being neglected like the children were, or if not worse, because they didn't have the comfort of an interior home. They were out there in that massive forest with God knows what around it that can injure them. And they were running loose and in my opinion, just not being well taken care of. And every time we kept going back to the property, the dogs would be thinner and thinner.
Yep. And that's just, it's sad. It's so sad. Those animals are so mistreated, and you could just tell. Somebody brought dog food or something up there, and you could see where they throwed it or they had it in the little crates, but where it had rained, it was filled up, and it had dissolved all the dog food in it.
Made it
So
mush.
it wasn't even there. It was dissolved. When you leave it in water so long, it just dissolves. So, but yeah, you can see out right off the bat, that it was not a good situation. It was not, it was just not.
But and my redneck to red is stating, and we heard yesterday. What prompted my call to you yesterday is that we got notification that the rest of the animals are going to be surrendered to animal services, or not animal services, I guess the Humane Society out there. I'm actually considering, many people know that I do a lot of political activism here in Manatee County. I'm actually considering going to their county commission meetings and start advocating for animal services in that county, because I just feel like it's needed. I just didn't know that there is literally no animal. That's a rural area, but not even the rural area, but they have cattle, they've got dogs, they've got horses, they've got a lot of animals out there. And without having proper animal control, those animals are at risk.
Yeah, very bad, and it's just, like I said, it's just a sad situation for anything, and, any of them animals up there. And, there was more animals, and now there are less animals.
Yeah.
And
that's what people don't understand. Even I think the reason why I was so upset that day, that I got that picture from Jonathan, and what made me just go off and I was very emotional. I was really emotional. I was almost desperate, so to speak, trying to save those animals when that poor dog was killed. And it was horrible. It was a horrible photo to see. Obviously we can't share that photo because it's that graphic, and it's really, really bad. And I got to tell you, I cried. I know Jonathan was crying. It was just, it was not, it just happened. It only had happened in the last 48 hours. And that that animal was gone. Like there was hardly anything left in a matter of 48 hours. And it was so much that we stopped, we stopped, or at least me, I stopped everything and did the video and just was angry. And then I realized there's no animal control out there, that, the Humane Society is a 5013C organization, a charitable organization. We are now advocating for people to support that charitable organization by donating dog and cat food to the organization to help them. So it's sad. And folks in the chat, I will bring Benny up here. I'm going to let Ernie finish his segment, and then I guess Benny's in the chat, so I'm not bringing him up here while you're on here. So if that's his intention.
No, I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't want nothing to do with him.
Right. So, but going on to the condition of the animals, I mean, they were, when you got up on the hill.
You're being streamed right now, right?
That's fine.
Okay.
And they will have to deal with the consequences of that, So
yeah, it's crafting through the lies.
Mm-hmm. So, because that is something I don't put up with, and I don't care. That's just people can do what they want to do, but don't drag me into your BS. Seriously. So, guys, if there's calls in here that are being disrespectful to the people on the panel, I would do it for Benny as well as Ernie. Please time them out. If they continue to do it, just boot them, and they can wait 3 months and then come off the block. So, but just getting back to the animals, what did you see when you were up there? Let's just get that. I know you're going through a lot today, so I don't want to keep you.
Well, the grass and all that. When you first going up the driveway, you got their toys that was sitting outside. You got their little bikes and stuff, and it's the weeds are all growed all over it, and it's like, wow. And then it's an eerie feeling for people that ain't never been on that road and been up on that hill. When you first step out, it's just like, it's dark. It's very, very dark. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there was only one other place I've ever been to in this world that put me in the same mindset, and it put me in the same feeling mode. And that's when I was at Epstein's mansion in New York City. That is the exact same kind of feeling that I got, like a loss of life, a loss of just a sorrow, just like a scary, evil vibe. When you walk up on the hill and you're going toward the hill where the house is at, you can just see that, just the proportions and the way the terrain is. And, the woods is, it's just right there. Everything's just right up on you. And you could just tell that a little girl did not wander off. A 5-year-old, a little girl did not wander off in that.
I think
it's too harsh.
There are coming up with the same consensus. I think that the blinders are coming off because the more people that go up there and see the terrain and see the foliage and see those types of things, I think they are coming back to the same conclusion. It's very, very difficult, and just because there's dog trails there that dogs can maneuver doesn't mean a person can. Doesn't mean that I can. Doesn't mean you can. Doesn't even mean Benny Keys can. Have a kid in tow and go through that terrain, and it's almost like a moat around that property with that creek. But even though there's not a whole lot of water in the creek, you still have to get down into the creek and back up the creek. Yeah,
and it's sad. It's really, really, it's really a bad thing. It really is. It's awful. It's awful.
Gotcha.
When you go, one thing about it is when you're by the house there and you see the little dog house is right there beside the house. Mm-hmm. There was another dog in there, and I heard one toward the house, but I couldn't tell if it was in the house, but I think it was more up under the house, maybe. Mm-hmm. They'd busted up under the inside, but it was in that direction. Of course, everybody was on YouTube and they was like, BK's calling the police, BK's calling the police. And sure enough, he calls the police, and, or they said he did it. But then later on, the police did verify that, it was a female. That's what they told me. It was a female, and it sounded like Candus. So, with all that, Candus's voice is very easy to find out. The fact of the matter is, the text message that I put up about Candus, about if Summers to be, she won't be found on this property. Well, that raises a question. How do you know that? If you don't want to venture out into these woods and and do that, how do you know she's not going to be found in this area? Think
And
about that.
she hasn't created, like, we've dealt with a lot of missing persons. We were at Paola Miranda's, we were at Ruth Sakala's, we were out at Kathleen Moore and Colin Knapp, and people in their family and friends would create search parties to go out and look for these people. To the best of my knowledge, Candus, Grandis, nor Don has ever put together a search party to go look for Summer. Is that correct?
Like I said, it's just, even the police. When I talk to the police off record and when I talk to them, they's like, look at this. They're like, look at this. They have never, ever offered to search. Think about it. That's unheard of. It's just unheard of. It's really unheard of.
I actually did a poll on my community tab that basically said, if law enforcement told you not to search for your 5-year-old child, would you form a search party or sit at home? And I think it was like an overwhelming 91% of people would form a search party.
Mm-hmm. Yep, form a search party.
Yeah.
So,
well, Ernie, I know you've got a hell of a day today. I wish you the best. I know you're probably not in the best of mood right now. So I just want to tell you that I'm sorry for everything that you're going through. I really am. I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Is there any last things that you would like to say about this case?
Well, about the case, in general, I got to be careful what I say. I got to be very careful what I say. So, with the animals, let's just start with the animals. Who leaves their animals? Why not just give them to your friends to take care of if you're gonna do things? She's got more than enough friends, right? They still love animals whether they like her or not. And other than that, if you guys want to watch me and hopefully us change YouTube forever, I've got very short time to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. Please subscribe to my channel, Ernie Shell.
And they put your channel up here in the post. So, Anissa, if you want to share that a couple more times for Ernie, I'd greatly appreciate it.
And you watch the change from YouTube start at this moment. Thank you, Betty. Thank you. Much respect. God bless you all. Thank you all for fighting a good fight.
All right. Well, you take care, and please let me know after court at 1 what all's going on. I'd like to at least hear from you and just check on you.
I will. Be safe.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, Ernie Shell, folks, I know Benny wanted to come up. Let's go ahead and I'll drop this stream for Benny. See. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I hit the wrong thing. Wait, just sit tight. I'm coming. Okay, it's copied. Let me see if I can. There we go. So, Benny, if you've got some things to add, we can add those. I don't want to have this channel brought into you and Ernie's drama. I really don't. If there's any way you can please refrain from that, and let's try to keep it to the topic at hand. Primarily, what am I trying to say? The dogs and the case, I would really greatly appreciate that. But you're more than welcome to come up. We'll just wait and see if Benny would like to add anything. Until he gets here, we'll get back to the video of what was saw on the hill that day.
coming.
best thing to do.
That's exactly.
No help.
Hey, that's great, man.
Worth you going to jail for trespassing.
Well, can I just leave the food here? Because I just spent $100 of food, man. I'll just leave it up on the thing.
To you.
Because it says leave packages down there. And that's fine. That's fine. I can show you whatever, man, on that. If you don't leave it down there, that's fine. That's fine. I'll do that. That way I don't have to bring it up here. Hell. But, you see the animals, man. Hell. Y'all can see them. So, 28 of them in here. That's fine. But I appreciate you, brother. I'm sorry about that, man, about you tired and everything, brother. Thank you all for your service, man. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, you too. Sorry, guys. Well, there you go, guys. So sad. Damn, he's mad. He's fixing that damn powder. Did you see that sweat? Oh, damn.
All right, now we're gonna just fast forward just a little bit. There's the kitty. There's the kitty that won't get out of the bag of food. See the kitty? Just won't leave that food. Just wants to sit here and eat.
Food at?
Bag?
Where's the bag at?
I don't know.
The drinks and stuff.
Did you put it up there?
In your purse.
No, it's not in my purse. It's in that bag.
There ain't no bags. There ain't no bags.
Where's the bag?
Here.
Here, puppy.
Here, shine a light here.
Here they are.
Ah, there's the waters too.
There's the alcohol.
Look,
Here.
Waters.
Okay, here, hold this.
I've got 3 things.
Hold that. Okay,
Is this drinks?
that's our drinks. Come on.
Okay. Hi, puppy.
Shine right here. Where's the cat food at? Open the cat food. Where's the cat? Look at the cat. Look at the cat.
Let me get the cat food. Here's the drinks.
Grab the cat food and open the cat food. Put the cat food to Candus, I tell you what. If you was the one that set me up and done this to me, and you called the police on me after this. And BK, I don't believe she was the one called the law. And I'm gonna find out. I'll get the transcripts tomorrow. I'll have Jackson give me a. Here, shine that on that dog there. Look at it, looking to eat. It's trying to eat.
Come over.
Here, watch this. I got him. Come here. Shine your hand. Shine your light right here.
Okay.
Give me some food.
Right there.
Well, here, just give me. Here, I got you. Shine.
Well, see, I threw food there.
It's all right. Come here.
So
Come here.
hungry.
Come here.
He's scared.
Come here. I've got it. Come here. Come here.
Come here,
Come here.
baby.
I got it.
He's just, okay.
Shine a light. Shine a light on him.
I am. Come here.
Here. Come here.
God bless them. Where's the other one?
It's fine. They'll be down here.
They're probably.
They'll smell this food all around here. They'll be fine. These dogs are good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We got to leave anyway. She told us to leave. Come on.
All right.
Shine the light at the dog.
Well, I need the cat food.
Okay, we'll get the cat food. Cat food right there. Put it up high right there. Just lay it on top of that and open it.
Here?
So they can't get it. Yes, on top of it.
Well, the cat's not going to be able to get it.
The cat will get it on top of this.
Oh, on top of
Yes.
it. Open it.
Here.
Put it on top.
Here, hold this right here.
I'm so confused.
I just want everything documented here.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, if you guys would go out and drop the chat just a little bit and give this channel a thumbs up for this video. Again, there's more coming. If you guys just stay tuned, we got a few other things to go over. This is almost concluded, this video here, so just sit tight. But please don't forget to go and hit the thumbs up. I appreciate your help.
And hold.
Okay.
Okay, so give me food. It's all right. Just calm down. It's good. What I'm doing. Candus, I tell you what, if you was one called the law, I promise you, there'll be no more money sent to you for this. They're still eating all the dog food.
That's what I said. If I
No, put it right here. Actually, jump it up on here. There, watch this.
okay.
Okay, it's still eating. Here. Here. Here you go. Here. Oh God, it's my fingers. See, it's cat food. It's cat food. Don't eat my fingers. Shit. Let's go. We gotta go. Come on. Here, they got the food. They got everything. You got the drinks. Make sure I got my phones.
The cat food.
Well, okay, come on.
Bring it down for him.
Come on. Gotta leave. Leave.
All right.
Okay, I always remember that. Go on the other side. I'm driving.
Oh.
I'll drive.
Okay.
No, he bit my phone. He bit my hand eating. Make sure I have my phones. 3.
Sure, I have my phone.
Your phones are always saying, "Oh, you got it."
Is it mine?
Remember, wallet, phone, keys. 1,
Drinks.
2, drinks. 3. I got it. I'm good at mine.
I got my phone. I got the flashlight.
Okay, so I got all my good stuff here.
I'll never find the cat food.
Well, here's what we do. You guys seen we did our best right here.
And all that water we bought is in that tote. It'll
I think that's about it. So as you guys can see, you know, the dogs and animals on that property were not being taken care of. There is not a YouTuber on the streets of YouTube that can say those animals have been well cared for. And if they do, they're manipulating their audience. And it should be denounced. Some of these animals that are there are in grave condition, such as the one dog with the hole in its side. This is unacceptable. This is totally unacceptable. And, you know, I can't even imagine Benny. I know Benny and Ernie have their feud going on right now. I can't even imagine Benny condoning this type of behavior against animals. I really can't. I can't. I believe he probably left the chat because he never chose to get up here. I just don't want to be the battling ground for him and Ernie's dispute on this channel. I don't have the appetite for it. I just don't. I think, you know, utilizing law enforcement, and Benny knows my position on this, for that kind of conduct, I just denounce, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but I'm still willing to, you know, if he wants to talk about the animals and Summer's case, I'm happy to open the channel up for him to do that. But again, this is something that is absolutely despicable in my book on how to treat animals. You know, I realize that country folk use animals more for security than they do for pets like we do. So there is a different type of approach to the animals where the animals are left outside. You know, they're meant to be more aggressive, you know, and things of that nature. And I get that. But there is no good excuse for neglecting even your security. And this is without a doubt animal abuse, animal neglect. We're watching. And this was no different than when we went down or up to Tennessee and we brought the food and all the dogs just come running down. If we were to take what Jose had said about, you know, them only getting one scoop of dog food, that does make dogs aggressive. You know, lack of food is what makes dogs aggressive. Being chained up also makes dogs aggressive. So there are a lot of things going on. This is not a home, in my opinion, that is good for any living, breathing animal or human. I really don't. And shame on the folks that live on that property, that have starved these animals, that have neglected these animals, and then try to say they're not their animals to escape any type of responsibility. It's sad. It appears that it can be proven that these dogs were owned by Candus and Don Wells. They fed them. They're the same dogs that are always on their property. After so long, they have to take ownership of those dogs or turn them over. They've never turned those dogs over until now, until it got to this point. So it makes me wonder why, there aren't charges being levied upon them. And, thank God for good people that cared enough about these animals to go out there and drop food off. And these are the ones that we know about. How many other people have gone out there and fed these animals that we don't know about? But I can guarantee it wasn't Candus, it wasn't Candus Bly or Candus Harer, and it wasn't Don Wells that have been taking care of these animals. So for people to say that these animals are well taken care of, that is a stretch. These animals have been in survival mode. They are not being taken care of. They are surviving. There's a big difference. And I just want to drive that home.
Well, apparently Animal Services doesn't have they don't have all the dogs. There's still a lot of, why do I smell marijuana?
Oh, that would be me. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any. Hi, Torchy.
Pretty dogs.
I know they are pretty.
Hungry.
You look sad. Hi. Hey, Skipper. Really?
Here's an article that I came across. We've seen it before, but I always want to come back to it because this was literally less than 30 days after Summer disappeared. 30 days. July 13th, 2021. I'll see her in the resurrection. A month later, Summer Wells' dad has little hope for her recovery. How do parents give up hope so quickly? I've met a lot of people along the way that have never given up hope. They believe that they are going to find their child. And this is not even 30 days into an investigation where his 5-year-old child at the time disappeared. And he knows beyond a reasonable doubt, in all reality, that he is never going to see his daughter again. And I'm sorry. I don't know how that is remotely possible. I really don't. So as we are concluding our time here, oops, let me stop, pause. As we are concluding our time here on this channel, we're going to be closing down. I wanted to give an update. Many of you guys know that Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR, has been following the case of the Whites since they went on the run. He's been posting a lot. He even had one of our mutual friends go out to the scene of where the truck was at the car wash. We had Mike Boatman on yesterday to talk about his experience doing that. He also went out to the scene, and we had another person go out to the scene as well. Let me see if I can get those photos downloaded and uploaded. Give me just a second. Sorry, I forgot all about them. But one of our own subs, our mod, one of our own mods here, actually was out at the scene, and we want to, I don't want to blast her name, her real name. I don't want to dox her, but we want to get, let me just open these up and we'll get these downloaded real quick. And you guys can see from another perspective. And we want to thank Sage for this. She was out there at the scene of this whole craziness. And she even got them towing the car. Here it is. There it is. And the truck. So they're downloading now. I'll pull those up for you guys here before we go over to the body cam footage. I had some other videos, but we just ran out of time with everything going on. It's just, you know, this is my message, you know, and I hope Benny as well as Ernie, you know, listen. And, you know, I don't know whether either one of you even respect my opinion on what's going on. You know, I don't know, but if they could just listen and, you know, I'm appealing to both of you. I really am. I'm appealing to both of you to stop. This is not good for the true crime community in general, as a whole, collectively. It's not good for this to go from being online to being real life. There is nothing that either one of you have done to each other that should provoke this type of response from either of you. And I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I truly try to take everybody on their own merits. Benny knows he did me absolutely wrong, and I still try my hardest to show him respect and try to, you know, reach out to him when I can and just try to make sure that, you know, we can all work together. You know, whether we oppose views or whatever, you have to have opposing views to get a full picture, right? So you have, you know, it makes for good debate. It makes for good debate. It really does. But this is going to the extreme. And I truly hope that you both can stop. Just stop. Seriously, just literally stop. It's not worth all of this. And not only that, but you truly are, with this kind of conduct consistently going on, you really are taking away from Summer's good name. And I hope you realize that. I really do. I'm pleading with both of you just to stop. You know, I don't want anything bad to happen to Ernie. I don't want anything bad to happen to Benny. I don't want anything bad to happen to any creator. I don't want that. We can have discourse on YouTube without going real, without breaking the law. And I really hope in my heart, and you guys know that I'm being truthful and you can feel my vibe through this channel. I just want you to stop. Let bygones be bygones. Stay out of each other's way. Just let it go. For the sake of Summer, for the sake of the community, for the sake of people watching, this has gone way too far. And I truly hope that you guys both reconsider what you guys are doing to yourselves. And I don't know what else to say. I really don't. But I am really begging for you guys just to stop. Please. Okay, let's see if we can get these up. Hopefully they're up. Oh, and I did want to show you guys. So there's the truck. all of them here? I do not have all of them. I'm missing the car. Oh, no, we do have all of them. Okay. And then here's this. There's my friend Mike Boatman right there. That's so funny. I thought that was hilarious. There's my friend Mike Boatman right there. There's the pickup truck. He's out there. And there's the news crews and what have you. This is the Cadillac. Right there. That's the Cadillac that they overturned, that brought this to an end. And so we're just going to go through here and just, I'm not going to play too much body cam footage on here because actually I'll do one that Jonathan hasn't released yet out of respect to my friend. But here is. This is the ending of the Fugitives on the Run in Evansville, Indiana. And there's the car on its side after being rammed. We want to also give a shout out to our mod, Ronnie, for sending me the links to the body cam footage that was put out. We want to give her a big shout out here for that. And there he is. He's a massive man. Almost 7 foot tall, this man is. He's a big guy. It's hard to miss him. Also, Jonathan Lee Riches has the camera footage of inside the car wash. And that's on his page. If you guys haven't gone to see it, I would definitely recommend that viewing. He had Mike go in there. They were able to look at the video that shows how nervous. I mean, Casey was very nervous, and it looked like at one point he opened up the back door so he could urinate. And there's nothing to see. I mean, the door was there, so where the camera angle was, but it looks like that's what he was doing. But you can just tell he was very nervous, and you could see in the video the silver Cadillac pulling up to meet him and take him off. So some really great content coming out from JLR's page. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, please don't hesitate to subscribe to Jonathan Lee Riches, aka JLR. I know a lot of you guys know Dolly. Dolly's been working hard. He's releasing a lot of great footage on his trip to Rogersville, Tennessee. So please get over there and check out his page. Obviously, Ernie's got some good content of recent going to feed the animals. That's on Ernie's page. So get out there, go click on those links and subscribe to their channels. And, let's build a good collective network of good content and good content creators here on YouTube. And let's stay away from the drama, folks. This drama is getting too real, and it's not doing anybody any good. And while you guys may enjoy some drama, when it becomes real life, you've got to start, in my opinion, need to denounce that. You need to denounce that. When people are bullying on other people, that needs to be denounced. This is conduct that is unlawful. Okay, it's just unlawful. And I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. I really don't. So I'm hoping that, so Emma's saying that she had to unsub and resub because she's not getting notifications from JLR. I've heard that from many people, that they're not getting the notifications. If you know that your, channels are, send out content regularly and you're not getting the notifications for that regular content, go to the bell, and you want to change that bell. Sometimes it drops down to personalized or none. You want to put that on all, because like for Dolly goes live more than he uploads videos. JLR is opposite of that. He uploads more videos than he does go live. So you want to do that. But for all the great content creators out there that are really trying to make a difference and really trying to bring home a story, we as a community need to start supporting that content. And when people are doing the wrong thing, if it's something that you wouldn't like you yourself going through, or your children going through, or your grandchildren going through, then maybe you should reconsider supporting that kind of conduct. If it's something that you think wouldn't bother you, if yourself, your children, or your grandchildren would deal with, then support it. I always look at things in lenses. If something is like this is going on, would I like to be treated this way? Would I like my children to be treated this way, or my grandchildren to be treated this way? If the answer is no, I don't watch it. I don't support it. And, I'm appealing, there is some, and I want to make sure that I'm very clear on this. We see Benny in different lights. Benny can be very skillful. He can put his words into, he can speak very well when he wants to. I want to support that Benny. And I, like I said, I really believe the world could use more Benjamin and less Benny Keys. And I'm going to stand behind that. And, Benny, if you're listening, I want you to succeed, and I want you to do good. I just want you to do it the right way and leave all the bashing out of it. There's no good reason for it. It doesn't do anything for anyone. And yeah, it may, have your clip, but how much are you willing to, lose of yourself for those clicks and views? And I just would really appreciate if you held yourself to a higher standard. And that's all I'm going to say about what's going on in these streets of YouTube. But I really do hope that we can get past all this. I really do. I truly believe that if there's a will, there's a way. And I hope, it stops. I really hope it stops. For those, Anissa just posted the iPhone membership. People aren't getting the join me button. So if you guys would like to join and you're an iPhone user, there is the link. It is in the chat. Please consider, joining. We're going to be throwing some content out. I'm planning on working here all day to create new content. This stuff will be members only. Some of the stuff, I'm going to create a bunch of different things. So we've covered, a lot of stuff that hasn't been seen by people, from Kylan Schulte, Gabby Petito, Kathleen Moore. I did some stuff on Ted Bundy. Can't remember, Mansfield, Gaskins. Those are all going to be released. Todd Colehep. Those are all going to be released under members only. And then, after a few days, I will change them from members only to subscribers, and then from subscribers to the general public. So I will be working on those to get those out. If you guys are interested in there, we're going to be starting to roll out some more members only content. And it will be available to the public, just not as soon as it will be for the members. So those that would like to support this channel by membership and get some new content, please consider doing so. I love each and every one of you. You guys are amazing, beautiful people, and I really hope people are listening, when I'm saying, I really want all this nastiness to stop. It's just unnecessary. And I hope the rest of you guys advocate for that as well. I love you. God bless. Make it a great Wednesday. Happy hump day as we slide into the weekend. And please, folks, go out and be fearless. Love you and God bless.
As you wake up in the morning, you want to find the latest, greatest information about criminal cases, and have an intuitive conversation about the suspects associated with these cases. Head over to the Bullhorn Betty channel on YouTube. Get breaking news right here on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Welcome to the Bullhorn Betty Coffee Club. Enjoy your stay and enjoy your day.